advice is a weird thing coming from anybody in a band, I think, because really there's no blueprint or guidebook or even you can't go to school for it, and you're just kind of making on the fly decisions about things, and no one's really good or bad at it, and there's so many factors in it that you can't control and that are so different than a normal business. If I was running a normal business, it would be run so differently than you run a band. Because with a band, you're like, this isn't a normal business. Like, you hire your friends, because you can't not. Yeah. It's better when you do, in a lot of ways, even though in most businesses you shouldn't. You can't advertise or like market a band the way that you market other businesses because it seems super weird. Yeah. You know? In normal businesses, you can just be like, hey, like, we're the best soda ever. Yeah. You're gonna love it. Like, you can't really do that with a band. You can't be like, hey, we're like the best band ever. Forget all the other bands. So it's a totally different thing. But, you know, I just try to take each decision one by one and you always just try to make the right decision with each of those. And it's always complicated. There's so many things to factor. And now, with the way things are now, it's mostly just about scaling back, because the industry is different, like people say, and but it's true. Like, even really big artists don't sell as many CDs or have as many people even come to their shows just because of like the economy and stuff. So it's just about being reasonable. You see bands that are like throwing money away. You just have to not throw money away and operate. Yeah, you have to operate at a reasonable level where like you're not just throwing money at a bunch of buses and things that don't even make the show any better. Yeah. Like, bands spend money on things that you're like, whether or not you spent the money on that thing, like, the kids are going to come away from the show with the same experience. Yeah, like, why do you care? So it's like things like that. Mostly it's all about budgeting and being frugal. That's what being in a band mostly is. And just obviously creative and music and creating a good product is the number one thing, but you can't really even talk about that. Yeah.